With the official retirement of longtime captain Shane Doan of the Arizona Coyotes, that now marks 6 captains' vacancies headed into the 2017-2018 NHL season. Since captains are very important in the league, I will give you my picks for who I think replaces those vacancies and also recap how well I did last year on my predictions. Let's get into it. A quick glance of last year's predictions shows I wasn't very good at it. I predicted the following. The Canes would give it to Justin Falk, still vacant. The Oilers would give it to Conor McDavid. The Panthers would give it to Aaron Ekblad, Derek McKenzie. The Preds would give it to Roman Josi, Mike Fisher. Toronto would give it to Tyler Bozak, still vacant. So here we are now in a similar situation as last year with actually 3 of the teams I just listed still with captains' vacancies. We will start with the Arizona Coyotes, who have a pretty good stack of talent and leadership to choose from to replace Doan. They traded for Derek Stepan in the offseason and have Nicholas Hjalmarsson on the roster. However, the choice is pretty obvious for captain, as it has even been stated in an article that Oliver Ekman-Larsson wants the job, and I see no reason not to give it to him. He's big, young, and talented, and has been there since 2009, and really, if they want to give it to anyone else, that means they want to have to find a way to avoid paying him in the future. Next we have the Sabres, who have a vacancy that is open because Brian Gionta went bye-bye, and now the hapless franchise is left without a leader. Almost everyone on this roster is new, and even though Ryan O'Reilly is probably the most worthy, it's pretty obvious they will go with Jack Eichel as the captain. Eichel has already displayed some non-captain-like behavior when rumors started circulating that he wanted to trade if Dan Bylsma was still the coach. Well, they solved that problem as Phil Housley is now the bench boss, and Buffalo surely doesn't want to lose its most marketable talent, so they will likely appease him by putting the C on his jersey. Still, I think that's a big mistake, but hey, you gotta have some reason to bring in the fans to get a free dildo day on Buffalo, right? Moving down the list, we have the Canes, who chose not to name a captain last year with talent like Jordan Staal and Justin Falk on the roster. So it's pretty clear this is a rudderless franchise from top to bottom, and they have no idea what the hell they are going to do on the ice in Raleigh, and from there, what they are doing in Raleigh at all. My prediction is that now they just never have a captain again in Carolina, because why even freaking bother with the whole mess of having an on-ice leader? Christ, just move back to Hartford, will you? Back to the Preds, who had a great run last year because Pekka Rinne was just too good right now, and now they have a captain's opening because Mike Fisher decided waking up next to Carrie Underwood every morning was way better than getting hit in the face by Tanner Glass. I thought they would give it to Roman Josi last year, but it looks like Pete Laviolette likes to give it to crusty old guys. So Scott Hartnell, welcome to having a C on your jersey. On a side note, Scott Hartnell has had a great career and has taken a lot of hits and bruises. I wish him well. On to the Leafs, who had a great year without a captain, as Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner burst onto the scene to show the world hockey is back in Toronto. And so the question is asked, does Mike Babcock mess with a good thing, and does he need to name a captain? Really, if you boil it down, it has to be either Matthews or Marner, as Nylander is the third fiddle. Komarov is a giant dick out there. Bozak wasn't thought to be worthy last year, so that leaves me with saying it's got to be Matthews, as he has the pure talent and the wonder kid factor that you need. He has to be the face of your franchise going forward. Just give him the C and call it a day, Mike. Lastly, we have the hardest one to pick, the Vegas Golden Knights, as they will make their debut this year in Sin City and have barely assembled their roster of has-beens and players that were deemed expendable by their former teams. Really, there is no clear-cut choice, as the Flower cannot be the captain, as goalies are no longer permitted to wear the C. We're not even quite sure who is going to make this roster, and when you look at it, you see scant talent. So the default setting should be somebody who you know is going to be good, and also someone who you know is going to make the team and play a lot of minutes. The only player who fits that criteria is James Neal, who would be my natural choice for captain, even though he focuses more on scoring than anything else. But hey, the franchise is starting out, and it's Vegas, and you have to start somewhere. Like an all-you-can-eat buffet is usually where you start in Vegas, followed by a heartbreaking gambling loss. Agree with my predictions? Think I missed some? You can watch more NHL videos from me, and also don't forget to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And as always, I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to the end of this video.